All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you guys have been in the fitness space for a while, or simply just been on social media, you probably have seen V Shred. So, this is not V Shred on the left. This is a girl in one of his ads. But what we're going to be doing today is reviewing his ads. Okay, so we're going to be going through some of his top performing ads that I've been able to scrape the internet, scrape the ads library, the Google Transparency Center with, which are basically ways for you to see the back end of ads, and pretty much see how his ads are, like what he does successfully in his ads, so then we can mimic them for ourselves as fitness coaches. So he's done well into $100 million of sales, multiple hundreds of millions of dollars of sales just from fitness coaching. He's had literally singular ads, like one ad that has produced over $50 million. And he's done this multiple times in the past. So I'm going to be going over some of his bigger ads here, giving you guys kind of the breakdown of what he's been able to do so that you can take this information and use it for yourself if you're selling something similar. Okay, so let's jump into the first ad here, which is this one on the left. So let's jump into it.
Hey, you want to get rid of that beer belly in time for summer? Check this out.
Hey, if you want to get rid of your belly, check this out.
Okay, so first things off the jump. It's a 3-minute ad. It's a longer ad. First things off the jump. We have an attractive female, okay, in a bathing suit, okay, holding a prop showing, pain, showing simulation to what people are experiencing, okay? Makeup done, nails done, right? Sex sells. Sex sells. That's a great hook, right? I've even tested hooks myself where we've included like attractive girls, even if you're not an attractive girl yourself, but they're selling fitness and there's an attractive girl in your ad. Like I did this one where this girl was like kind of showing her like ass in a sense, but like not like her ass out, but like it was kind of positioned in a sense, just crushed, right? For a hook to grab attention, Crush is way better than men, okay? And the hook they're starting off with is get rid of your beer belly in time for summer, okay?
Hey,
so
you want to get rid of that beer
directly
belly
to
in
that
time for
person
summer?
who looks like that.
Check this out.
Hey, if you want to get rid of your belly,
And then this guy's coming in the picture. So this guy is pretty much an authority echo. Older man, he's pretty much repeating the message in the gym, reinforces credibility. This guy is bigger in the space as well. Like he has his own personal brand, so people kind of recognize that as well.
check this out.
These are pounds of visceral fat. Visceral fat wraps around.
Okay, look, we're 12 seconds into the video. And look at what we've gotten. We've gotten 3 slides. Okay? We've seen 3 people so far. We've seen a hot girl in a bikini. We've seen a doctor, this guy who has his own personal brand, who has credibility in the space, in a gym environment, inducing fitness. Okay? Now we have this guy, V-Shred himself, shirtless in the gym as well, with visceral visuals around his waist. Okay? So think about, in the first 10 seconds, this is when most people are going to drop off, think about how much dopamine we've kind of stimulated them with, just visually. Forget the script. Just visually, okay? But we've also called out the people. We're doing the same things that normal ads do. We're calling out the people. We're saying, hey, do you want to lose weight, whatever. Or you want to lose weight for the summer. But visually, we're also stimulating them.
Visceral fat wraps around your organs, squeezes your liver, your heart, even your muscles. And this pressure triggers inflammation, putting you at risk for heart disease and metabolic issues.
Which makes it very hard to lose weight. All right, so let's talk about...
Okay, so let me just cover that quickly. So pretty much, instead of just saying pain, so when you're in an ad, you're supposed to pretty much talk about the pain someone's going through, right? So let's say you're not making money and you want to make money, and I'm selling a business offer. I'm saying, oh, you're broke, you don't have any money, blah, blah, blah. The words only get you so far, but these visuals here, I just want to highlight this. Look, they're talking about
putting you at risk.
They're giving you visuals about pouring oil into a fucking fishbowl with your heart. What is that doing? You just got to think about that. What is that doing for someone watching that? They're getting a visual like, oh my gosh. They're feeling like, oh my God, that could be me. They're resonating with that, and they're feeling a level of pain from that visual as well. So this guy is stacking a ton of dopamine in his ads here.
and metabolic issues.
which makes it very hard to lose weight.
All right, so let's talk about why your weight loss efforts might not be working, especially if you're over 35. It's not just about eating less or working out more. The real issue could be coming from your hormones. When your hormones are out of balance, it's like your body flips a switch. Instead of burning fat, it starts storing it. And here's the real kicker. Some of the foods you think are actually healthy might actually be making things worse.
Okay, so well, again as well, that frame was less visually stimulating. It was just her with the podcast equipment talking, but script-wise, this is a rock solid ad. This one ad probably did, is probably one of their best performers in a sense. So what do we have there? We have number one, they're calling out that individual person that they're talking to, especially if you're over the age of 35. It's not diets or it's not this, it's your hormones. So what did they do there? They talked about a mechanism. They introduced another mechanism of hormones. And what did she do? She tried to educate people about what that's like, right? So it kind of it flips to kind of like education. Okay, so advertising and education can go hand in hand. And if you can educate in a way that's entertaining by portraying that message, then your ads will crush. Because you're giving the message of your mechanism of, okay, if it's your hormones, they think, oh, the problem is my hormones. Next step is buy your program, right? So let's jump to the next slide here.
This is what 10 pounds of fat looks like.
Pain, right there, jump. Fat, pain. And then they also have comedy, him spitting, right? Dopamine, they're just pumping dopamine.
If you want to drop this or more, you got to take your metabolism from this to this. For anyone out there who doesn't know their metabolic type, stop scrolling for just a second and listen up.
Is your body trying to tell you something? The darkness of your outer eye ring, the pinkness of your fingernails, spider veins, veins on your eyelids, your posture, your waist size.
Okay, so we have a lot here. So think about this. We're 1 minute and 15 seconds into this fucking ad. And think about how much stimulus we've been gotten here. Okay? We've introduced the mechanism of hormones. Now he's talking about visceral fat. So now he's talking about another mechanism. Okay? He's talking about something completely else, right? He's talking about metabolism as well. So he's introduced a third mechanism. Okay? And now he just did something really interesting, is he dropped something called a Barnum statement. Okay? So this right here where he said, is your body trying to tell you something? The darkness of your outer eyelids or your outer eye, the pinkness of your fingernails, your face shape, okay? These are what I call Barnum statements. So Barnum statements is when you make a statement that is so broad to everyone, but everyone resonates with it. For example, if I tell to you, if you're watching this video and I say to you, hey, you're a social guy, but I find that sometimes you like your quiet space. Everyone on earth, if they were to be told that, they would probably agree with it. That's a Barnum statement. So here, when he's saying, is your body trying to tell you something, the pinkness of your fingernails, the rim on your outer eye. Everybody has a rim on their outer eye. Everyone has somewhat pink fingernails. What people do when they see this ad is they're now going to go look at their fingernails. Oh, I have a problem. They're going to go in the mirror and look at their eye. Oh, I do have a ring on my outer eye. That means I have to lose weight. That means that my body is trying to tell me something. So he's using a Barnum statement here to build like trust and build like in a sense of everyone is going to kind of relate to it and feel like he's speaking directly to them, which is really smart on his behalf. So let's keep moving here.
It's been referred to as invisible obesity or radioactive fat because it's the hidden fat, the fat behind your abdomen and the fat that's around your organs and the fat that's toxic to every part of your body, basically erasing your vitality and stealing your strength. And I've been in the fitness industry a long time, and I'm still hearing from people about how they want to get in shape or they want to feel young again, but they don't know what to do. Well, it starts with getting rid of visceral fat, and the number one way to do that is through what you eat and how you move. And everyone knows that.
So now he's introducing the visceral fat and talking about how he's building pain around visceral fat and how it's radioactive fat and that it's toxic and that strong labels around visceral fat, pain, pain, pain. That's all he's doing right here. And the visuals are just doubling down on that pain.
Food choice can help you lose weight, but it can also radically change how you look and feel and perform. The food that you eat directly impacts what kind of fat your body stores and where it stores it. A little bit of that comes down to genetics, but it's also what you eat. Do you know what can happen if you optimize your diet?
2 days ago, I was the lightest.
And then look, curiosity drop off. Do you know what happens when you change your diet? Drops off frame, right? Now it's going to shift to a testimonial. Okay, so he just did a curiosity jump right there. So, and then now he's introducing a testimonial mid-ad, right? So again, we're 2 minutes and 13 seconds in. Think about how much we've talked about in terms of mechanisms. We've introduced the hormone mechanism, the girl introduced it, the visceral fat, okay? Your metabolism needing to be, here instead of here, okay? And he's given so many visuals, okay? And then now we have another testimonial here.
I'd been since I was about 23.
Wow.
I've never really experienced that with other diets.
I'm the lightest I've been since I've been 23, right? Mid testimonial.
Really not. I thought I was getting there with.
And I hate to keep cutting this off, but do you notice how we're 2 minutes and 20 seconds into this, and he hasn't introduced anything about a solution. He hasn't said anything of how you need to train or how you need to eat. He just said, yeah, don't do this. He's just introducing the problem here. He's not talking at all about the solution. A lot of you guys, when you're jumping into ads, you're talking about, oh, this is what you have to do. He hasn't talked about that at all. He's just saying what not to do, okay? Or problems, right? Visceral fat, metabolism needs to be here, but how do you raise your metabolism? He hasn't talked about.
Carnivore diet because I was like, oh, I can do this. I eat whatever I want. I just don't need carbohydrates. I gained 12 pounds.
But how can you know what to eat? Well, there's a million different diets out there, all sending you mixed signals. I want to show you a way of eating that will help you optimize your results without having to follow some super strict, unbearable diet. And so if you're ready to stop guessing and start knowing, take our quick and easy quiz and discover our science-backed approach to.
So what else did he do? Another mechanism, food choice, right? It's the food you're eating, right? He didn't talk at all about what food, okay? He did the testimonial, right? And then now he's talking about, there's so many diets. He's relating to this person. He's talking about, there's 1,000,001 diets out there, right? And that there's one clear thing to do. He talked about all the main things like, oh yeah, carnivore diet, right? Or spending countless hours in the gym, like, relating to what most people are talking, or how most people think when it comes to, oh, how I need to lose weight, okay? And then now he's just saying, okay, if you want the solution to this problem that I talked about this entire ad, take this simple and easy quiz, very low barrier entry, right? Super easy to get into, super easy. Oh, it's a simple quiz. It's quick, it's free. You don't have to put any of your information in there. It's 6 questions, right? It's very easy. Boom, right? Very low barrier of entry.
Just destroying your visceral fat. And millions of people have already taken this quiz and are seeing incredible results.
Testimonial.
So this is our body type quiz. It's a free quiz. It's 6 different questions, super easy. It takes like literally 20 seconds. You can do it right now. And then at the end of it, it tells you what your body type is, but it also tells you the 3 most important things to do based on what your body type is, and it's completely free. And we won't ask for your email or anything like that.
Okay, so instead of just saying, hey, go click the link for more information, he is now as well introducing the CTA, building familiarity. So if people go and click on the CTA, then now they're not like overwhelmed by, oh shoot, I wasn't expecting this. Because a lot of people, what you'll find if you're running ads, is a lot of people will click on your actual ad, go to the landing page or go to the form or whatever it is, but then they'll just click off. It's a big percentage of people, maybe like, 80% of the clicks that go to your page don't actually convert, maybe even more, probably like 80, I think it's like 85, 90 from the stats that I have. But for B2C, it's really high, right? So what is he doing? He's building familiarity around, hey, this is what you're getting. Like super clear. I'm not gonna ask for your email. It's 6 questions. It's super simple. It takes literally 20 seconds. Super easy. Barrier of entry. Okay? Very, very straightforward. Okay, so super simple. And he also introduced some testimonials there. And this entire ad there is no point in this ad where I would feel like I would need to drop off because it's getting boring. I wouldn't feel like, oh my God, this is like super like boring by any means, because he's maintaining a pace. There's pacing through this entire thing with visuals, with audio, with music as well, as you can like hear even the portions where he's showing the testimonials and there's no like words. What did he play behind it? Some funk music, right? Some Japanese funk music to keep you entertained and to keep your attention there. Okay, so this guy's a master marketer. He's incredible when it comes to marketing. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he crushes with it. He's the biggest guy in the space when it comes to just selling general weight loss to, that middle-aged crowd, which is the biggest crowd that experiences weight loss. It's $1 billion industry, right? And he's totally cracked it, and he's doing. He's probably spending around $3,000 to $5,000, maybe even more per day on these actual ads. Reminder, these are Facebook ads that I've been able to find. He does run YouTube ads. He does run some Google ads as well, but he's absolutely cracked it by kind of going through all of these things that I've mentioned to you here. Okay, so if you got value from this video, leave a thumbs up. If you want me to do more ad reviews like this, review some of the bigger guys in the space who are absolutely crushing it with ads, or review another VShred ad, or review another, VSL or ad or stuff like that. These are things that I don't mind doing. I find them actually quite interesting to do. So drop a thumbs up, leave a comment if you want me to do more like this, and thanks for watching. I hope you got value.